The letters were never meant to be read. Folded in shaking hands, stained with mud, sweat, sometimes blood, and sealed with the quiet hope that someone, somewhere would understand. These weren't speeches, not propaganda, not history book heroics. They were confessions. Inside them, soldiers didn't talk about glory, they talked about fear. Real fear. The kind that wakes you up at night and never leaves. Fear of dying alone. Fear of being forgotten. Fear that everything they believed might be a lie. And for over 150 years, many of these letters stayed hidden, locked away in trunks, buried in archives, ignored by the stories we tell about the Civil War. Until now, because what these secret Civil War letters revealed changes everything you thought you knew. And once you hear it, you can't unhear it. I want you to picture America in 1861, a country tearing itself apart, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor. The Civil War wasn't just fought on battlefields, it was fought in hearts, in homes, and in silence. And while generals made decisions, it was ordinary men, farmers, teachers' sons, who paid the price. I've spent years digging into personal accounts from this era, and here's something most people don't realize. Thousands of Civil War soldiers were barely adults. Some lied about their age just to enlist. One Union soldier was documented at just 13 years old. Think about that, 13. Now imagine handing that kid a rifle and sending him into chaos. That's why these letters matter. They strip away the myth and show us the human truth. If you care about the real stories behind history, hit subscribe, because what we uncover here, most textbooks leave out. Let's step into their world. Before the first shots rang out, most soldiers believed in something simple: duty, honor, country. They marched off with bands playing, crowds cheering, families waving flags through tears. Why to them felt almost noble. But that illusion didn't last long. The first time they heard gunfire up close, everything changed. One soldier wrote to his wife just days after his first battle. He didn't describe victory. He didn't mention strategy. He wrote about the sound, the screaming, it doesn't stop. Another letter, found decades later in a private collection, revealed something even darker. A Confederate soldier admitted he wasn't afraid of dying. He was afraid of surviving, afraid of what he might become. You see, these men weren't just fighting an enemy. They were fighting hunger, disease, exhaustion, and something far worse: the slow realization that war doesn't make you a hero. It breaks you. More Civil War soldiers died from disease than from bullets. Imagine watching your friends fade away, not in battle, but in camp, with no glory, no meaning. And then came the letters no one talks about. Letters where soldiers questioned everything. Why are we here? What are we really fighting for? Will anyone remember us if we don't make it back? One Union soldier wrote, "If I fall, tell my mother I was brave." But then he crossed it out and replaced it with, "Tell her I was scared." That's the truth history tried to clean up. That behind every uniform was a human being, terrified, uncertain, and holding onto hope by a thread. And this was only the beginning. Because the deeper you go into these secret Civil War letters, revealed what soldiers really feared, the more you realize the war didn't just happen on the battlefield. It happened inside them. And what they reveal next is even harder to face.